Now in its 10th year, our next award of the evening honors the late Marcia Kaplan Kantrow, the Foundation's first Director of Programs. It is my honor and privilege to introduce this year's winner, Brace B. Godfrey Jr. In addition to his outstanding community service and leadership with 100 Black Men, Southern University Law Center, and Shiloh Baptist Church, among others, Brace was an advocate for a better Baton Rouge. Before his untimely passing in 2010, Brace played an integral role in developing two of downtown Baton Rouge's signature buildings, the Crest Building and the Hotel Indigo. Accepting this award on behalf of their father are Brace's children, Nikki and Trey.
When I think about our father, Brace B. Godfrey Jr., there are very few words that can describe him and the impact that he had on the community. I think that his legacy in our lives personally as a dad was one of a lot of fun, a lot of jokes, a lot of laughter, but a strong commitment to each other, a strong commitment to going beyond ourselves and helping, leaving a lasting legacy and an impact.
My father, by profession, was not a developer. He was a problem solver. And so one day when former Mayor Kip Holden called him in and asked if there was anything he could do as the then chair of the Downtown Development District to save the old Crest Building, he sprung to action. And the Crest has a remarkable civil rights history, and so his comment was, well, because of the civil rights significance of that building and the sit-ins of the Southern University students in the 1960s, he said, there ought to be some Black folks who are willing to step into the space and try to save that building, to save those stories. Not realizing at that moment that that person would be him. And so that building went from something that was a decrepit eyesore for downtown and turned into one of the first large-scale residential and multi-use buildings downtown.
And I think he was very proud to show off his office building, which was on 4th Street, the old firehouse building. And at the time, as far as records could tell us and show us, he was the first African-American to actually own commercial property in downtown Baton Rouge.
And he had such a sense of ownership about downtown that you would see him in a full suit, buttoned up, with a hat on, and everybody who knew him knew that he was famous for his derby hats, which he wore every day, like a throwback gentleman. But you'd see him walking down downtown sidewalks, picking up litter in a suit. If there was something there that was not supposed to be there, he always took it upon himself. I'll speak for my sister as well when I say that there's so much about our lives that we model after him. There's a popular old poem that says, I'd rather see a sermon than hear one any day. And I think that one of the beautiful things for my sister and me was that we saw sermons all the time that we then internalized and either intentionally or just unbeknownst to us made them a part of who we are.
And I think with that, we both developed a deep obligation to not only live and exist and do the best that we can do for our families, but by extension, we're not all as successful as we could be or as prosperous as we could be or able to fully enjoy the fruits of our labor if there are those in our community who are suffering and who don't have an equal opportunity to be successful. And so whether that's the work that we do in education or in philanthropy or in direct outreach to the community, all of those things are things that we saw, that we grew up with.
Receiving this award on his behalf is extraordinarily meaningful. Having attended the BRAF annual meeting multiple times and seeing just the august and diverse and remarkable roster of recipients of this award, the fact that the Baton Rouge Area Foundation would honor my father posthumously with this award is very, very meaningful for us. We understand that this award seeks to honor those who were trailblazers, who meant a lot to the Baton Rouge community and particularly to the downtown area. And the fact that you all would see fit to honor my father for his efforts and everything that he brought to Baton Rouge, to the community, and specifically to downtown, honors us to no end.
In conversation with a colleague not too long ago, they asked what my dad would have thought about downtown and everything that is going on and all the transformation in Baton Rouge. And if I felt like he would have been proud, and they kind of felt like, gosh, it's too bad that he didn't see it. And we ascribe to the belief that he saw it because he had the vision, and he saw and knew the potential that Baton Rouge had, that specifically downtown had. And his work was toward that greater vision that he saw for the downtown Baton Rouge community.
On behalf of our mother, Cynthia, and my father's grandkids, Joshua, Braden, Alexander, Ava, and Brace the Fourth, and of course my sister, Nikki, the Godfrey family says a very heartfelt and sincere thank you to the Kantrow family for recognizing our father with this amazing award.
Join us in celebrating Brace's outstanding legacy of service.